The Azerbaijan military had entered Thursday Armenia's Sotk gold mine area and demanded that the Armenians leave the area as, according to them, it is now under Azerbaijani control. Subsequently, the Armenian Defense Ministry noted that these Azerbaijanis had come to the area to make, together with the Armenians and the Russians, an official demarcation of the Armenian-Azerbaijani border. Later, a Defense Ministry representative, as well as Prime Minister Nikol Pashinyan, announced that a part of the Sotk mine will pass under the control of Azerbaijan. The employees of Sotk gold mine on Friday were carrying out a protest on the Sotk-Karvachar motorway. It is unclear for them whether or not they will continue working in the mine. Jean-Baptiste Lemoyne, Secretary of State at the Ministry of Europe and Foreign Affairs of France, will visit Yerevan, the press service of the French Embassy in Armenia informed NEWS.am. His working visit will take place on Friday and Saturday, and the French Secretary of State will bring along a cargo of humanitarian aid from France to Armenia. Meanwhile, the French Ministry of Foreign Affairs noted that Paris does not recognize the self-proclaimed Nagorno-Karabakh Republic even following a resolution passed by the French Senate calling on the French authorities to recognize the territory. A serviceman of the 102nd Russian military base in Gyumri was found dead, Sputnik Armenia reported. All the circumstances of the incident are being clarified. According to Shamshan.com news website about crimes, the deceased is a 36-year-old contract serviceman. The human rights defender of Armenia, Arman Tatoyan, calls upon the international community and in particular the international organizations on human rights to focus on the issue of Azerbaijani authorities artificially protracting the process of exchange of bodies and captives, which has been the case during the military activities and continues now after the end of military actions. With the objective of delaying the aforementioned process, the Azerbaijani authorities state that the exchange of the captives will take place after completing the process of bodies exchange, at the same time unreasonably protracting the process of bodies exchange. By all these delays, Azerbaijan grossly violates the fundamental requirements guaranteed by the Geneva Conventions, stated the human rights defender of Armenia. The Artsakh Defense Army has reported that 34 more servicemen, reservists and volunteers have fallen. Thus, the total military death toll of the recent war has reached 1,660. Nagorno-Karabakh capital Stepanakert reopened its first school Friday after the end of the hostilities, Artsakh President's advisor David Babayan said. He noted that the university will reopen in the near future. Those educational institutions that were least damaged during the war will reopen, Babayan said. The sign at the entrance of the aforementioned school reads, "Thank you, Russia," in Russian. The missing servicemen's relatives were protesting Friday again in front of the Ministry of Defense of Armenia. "We do not want the fate of our children to be the same as that of the prisoners of war," said one of the demonstrators. "Parents and relatives of conscripts in Artsakh, join us," said one of these parents.